Friend, I ask for your prayers because next week, after Thanksgiving weekend, we're going to hit the ground running with End the Filibuster. End the Filibuster. In chess, the end game is to capture the king. Usually to do that, you have to capture the queen. So you know what the end game is going to be. And you know where your opponent's strongholds are going to be. The end game, where we are headed, where we must be headed, where we are inevitably headed, is a showdown in the U.S. Senate and the obstructionism of the Democrat Party led by Charles Schumer, formerly led by Harry Reid. Harry Reid laid out the agenda of how they intended, if they took the Senate back in this election cycle, how they intended to end the filibuster rule. He said it. A very detailed record. He said that the system is arcane, it's old, and that it inhibits Washington and the Senate from working. And he was right. So the problem is going to be Mitch McConnell. And when Harry Reid used the so-called nuclear option, and when he changed a large portion of the filibuster rules in 2013, Mitch McConnell was devastated because of the long history of the House. The filibuster rule in the Senate, filibuster means pirate. It comes from the root word that means pirate. The filibuster rule, which is almost 200 years old, or the filibuster process is almost 200 years old. The rules have changed, but it was there so that people could be heard. Okay? It's not a part of our law. It's not a part of the Constitution. In fact, the Supreme Court ruled once that the Senate can change the filibuster rule. It's totally within its constitutional right to do it. It's just a Senate rule. That's where this fight is headed. Because if you look at that 2.5-minute video that we played earlier of President-elect Trump, and you look at the 28 promises that he made to the American people, if you look at the defunding of Planned Parenthood, replacing Justice Scalia with judges that are cut from the cloth of that integrity, Chuck Schumer and the Democrat, these demonic or satanic, I shouldn't say satanic and demonic, I should say evil, these quintessentially evil human beings who dress well and who are articulate and who smile. Always remember that. A tyrant can smile and look warm and fuzzy. These tyrants are going to do everything in their power to derail President Trump's agenda in the Senate. And it will be up to Mitch McConnell to say the honor and the history of the Senate are not as important as justice and liberty. And if you hear Mitch McConnell blather on or speak about the history of the Senate, the honor of the Senate, the traditions of the Senate, the time-honored traditions of the Senate, you need to say to him, sir, when the history of the Senate is overthrowing liberty and justice and truth and integrity, then the Senate is no longer honorable. The rules of the Senate have become the tools of evil, and you need to change the rules. You need to end the filibuster rules as they are now. So after Thanksgiving weekend, we're going to hit the ground running, and I need your prayers because we're going to be a part of this fight, and you are too. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, we'll show you a clip of episode 1 of our new documentary, What Would Muhammad Do? Don't go away. I want to invite you to go to our website. Almost every book that I have ever written is available as a PDF online for free. We have a ton of products, training materials, tools that are available for you for free. All we ask for is that you give us your email address. That's it. So that we can stay in touch with you. And yes, from time to time, ask you to support this work. So I'm inviting you, go to the website. Now, for those of you who say, well, I don't want a PDF, I want a real book. You can get one of my books. All you have to do is pay for shipping and handling and then give whatever gift you want. And if you can't afford anything, we'll send you the book for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Why are we doing all this? Because we want to change the direction of the country, and we need to raise up a fresh generation of warriors to do that. That's why we have this tool. I invite you, go to the website, see for yourself.